Hi there once again, grade 3 students. Welcome to math class again, and thank you again for always watching. This is teacher Anna. I hope you're doing okay. Okay, so we have here for today's lesson, we're going to have topic 15, lesson 2, and that is classify shapes on pages 817 to 820. Still, we will be talking about shapes. Okay, so we have for this lesson, we will need the following: your math book, a pencil, a ruler, and some crayons because you might be coloring later. Okay, now for today's lective, you say, I can classify shapes according to their attributes. So we have a review. Okay, it's review time for the previous lesson. We have number 1. I have 4 right angles and all sides the same length. I am a square. Good. Next, I have all sides the same length, but I have no right angles. I am a rhombus. Good. Next, I have exactly 1 pair of parallel sides. I am a trapezoid. Next, I have 4 right angles, but only my opposite sides are equal. I am a rectangle. Very good. I hope you remembered what we had in the previous lesson. Okay, so we have here the vocabulary words. First, we have here this square. Okay, what do you call the square corner? It's what we call a right angle. So for this shape, how many angles do we have? We have 4 right angles. Very good. Okay, so another quadrilateral. You know that a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. Okay, so by looking at this shape, this is what we had in the previous lesson also. We have the lines, which we call the sides, and the opening, which we call the angle, and the point where the 2 sides meet is what we call the vertex. Okay, so we also have here the 2 kinds of polygons. We have the convex polygons and the concave polygons. So a convex polygon have all angles points outward, and you can see from the 2 shapes below. Okay, we have the concave polygon have 1 or more angles points inward. Okay. All right. So before we're going to proceed to the lesson, we are going to watch a video presentation for you to further understand the lesson. So here we go.
Not all parts of math have numbers. Describing and classifying shapes is a big part of math, too. Let's look at a few shapes and see what attributes we see. This is a square. You know it's a square because it has 4 right angles, 2 pairs of parallel sides, and all the sides are the same length. This is a rhombus. It sort of looks like a square, but isn't quite the same. What attributes does it have that are the same as a square? It doesn't have 4 right angles. It does have 2 pairs of parallel sides. It also has all sides the same length. Those are the attributes that squares and rhombuses have in common. Do you know any other shapes that have 4 right angles? How about a trapezoid? No, those angles aren't right. What about a rectangle? That works. A rectangle, like a square, has 4 right angles. Learning to classify shapes means seeing what attributes they have in common and what attributes are different. What other shapes do you know? Do they have any of the attributes we looked at? Thanks for watching!
Okay, so the video is all about the attributes of the different quadrilaterals. All right.
Not all parts of math have numbers. Describing and classifying shapes is a big part of math, too. Let's look at a few shapes and see what attributes we see. This is a square. You know it's a square because it has 4 right angles, two pairs of parallel sides, and all the sides are the same length. This is a rhombus. It sort of looks like a square, but isn't quite the same. What attributes does it have that are the same as a square? It doesn't have four right angles. It does have two pairs of parallel sides. It also has all sides the same length. Those are the attributes that squares and rhombuses have in common. Do you know any other shapes that have four right angles? How about a trapezoid? No, those angles aren't right. What about a rectangle? That works. A rectangle, like a square, has four right angles. Learning to classify shapes means seeing what attributes they have in common and what attributes are different. What other shapes do you know? Do they have any of the attributes we looked at? Thanks for watching!
Okay, so we have here page 817 of your book. Kindly open it. We have the solve and share. Sort the shapes below into two groups. Okay, so we have the shapes, all right. Use colored pencils or crayons to color each group a different color. So we have the questions, how did you sort the shapes? How are the shapes in both of your groups alike? Okay, so we have here the shapes. Are you ready? So get color red and color blue. Okay. Sort the shapes into two groups. You have 2 minutes to do that. Once you're done, or while you're doing it, you may pause the video, and once you're done, you can play the video again. So remember, you can use what you know to generalize. What attributes are the same in the shapes? Okay, done. Now we have here Sunyi's work. Okay, so how many shapes are in color red? And how many shapes are color blue? Okay, so what are the shapes that are color red? We have shapes A, D, and K. Okay, and the rest are color blue. Now the red shapes have a right angle, and the blue shapes do not. All of the shapes have 3 angles. Do you agree with Sunyi's work? Okay. So other students also color the shape B, J, no, not J, I, and G with red, and the rest are blue. So the red shapes have 3 equal sides, blue shapes do not. The shapes in both groups have 3 sides. Do you have the same work as Sunyi? Very good. Oh, now let's have the look back. Draw a new polygon that could go in your first group, and draw another new polygon that could go in your second group. Color them the same color as the group they belong to. Okay, so remember, the first group have a right angle, and the second group do not have a right angle. Are you done? Okay, so for the first group, the color red shape is this one. It has a right angle. And another shape that do not have the right angle is this triangle. Okay, so how are they alike? The shapes in both groups have 3. Okay, now let's do page 818 of your book. We have here the essential question. How can you describe different groups of shapes? Okay, so we have Ethan made 2 groups of polygons. How are the groups different? How are the groups alike? Okay, so always remember, when you classify groups of shapes, you identify the attributes of each and then compare them with other shapes. So looking at these two groups, group 1 we have the rhombuses, and group 2 we have the trapezoids. Okay, so let's go to group 1, the rhombuses. The middle group in group 1 is a square. Can you see that? The middle group. This one is the middle. Okay, so this is a square. Do you agree? Yes, a square is a special type of rhombus. It is a rhombus with 4 right angles. So could a trapezoid also be included in group 1? No, very good. A trapezoid has just one pair of parallel sides. A rhombus is a parallelogram, and a parallelogram has 2 pairs of parallel sides. Okay, now here are some ways the two groups are different. Okay, in group 1, each polygon has sides that are all the same length. In group 2, each polygon has sides that are not all the same length. In group 1, each polygon has 2 pairs of parallel sides. In group 2, each polygon has only 1 pair of parallel sides. Okay, here are some ways the two groups are alike. Alright, in group 1 and group 2, all of the polygons have 4 sides. In group 1 and group 2, all of the polygons have 4 angles. In group 1 and group 2, all of the polygons are quadrilaterals because they all have 4 sides. Okay, let's do the convince me part. Draw a quadrilateral that does not belong to either group 1 or group 2. Explain why it does not belong to either group. You have 1 minute to do that. Okay, done? Alright, we have here, my shape does not have a pair of parallel sides, so it is not a trapezoid. My shape does not have all sides the same length, so it is not a rhombus. It's a polygon, yes. So what kind of polygon is this? Is it a convex or a concave? It's a concave polygon. Very good. Okay, grade 3, this is just the first part of this lesson's video. Thank you for watching, and check out for the second part of this lesson's video. Thank you and have a great day.